Hey guys, Rich here from Tacoma Network. Today we'll be installing some chase lights onto my 2022 Toyota Tacoma TRD OffRoad 4x4. I'm running a bed cover, so all of your traditional chase light brackets just won't work, but I found a great solution. In this video, we'll be unboxing a set of Baja Designs S2 sport lights. All the supplies needed to mount these, including security hardware and a full custom wiring harness up to my Bantam X sPOD touchscreen I installed in the previous video. First, a quick tour of products for the install, including the S2 Sport from Baja Designs. Their included wiring harness, their included brackets and hardware, the Chimera bracket from Steady Garage, an assortment of number 10 stainless steel hardware, black oxide stainless steel hardware I've already installed, black oxide stainless steel security Torx bolts, all from Bellmetric, a T30 security Torx bit, and some spade terminals for hooking up to my Bantam X. Opening up the Baja Designs S2 Sport lights. These LED lights are small but powerful. These output nearly 1600 lumens each of 5000 Kelvin daylight. I chose the clear option and the driving combo lens filter, allowing for a spotlight in the center and more floodlight on the edges. These are a top quality light, all cast aluminum body with heat dissipation fins, and is IP69 rated for water resistance. These measure 1 3/4 inches tall and almost 3 inches wide, fitting in very tight spaces. It comes with a rubber-coated wire and a Baja Designs proprietary plug. I've already added the black oxide stainless steel screws around the bezel to keep a stealth look. What's going to make this all work with my bed cover are these Chimera brackets from Steady Garage. These are powder-coated steel and made technically for a Super 73 headlight, but I noticed these would fit my application. These mount up perfectly and raise the light about an inch above the bed cover, keeping them tucked out of the way. The only other intended bracket on the market raises the light a good 3 inches and is only able to mount to existing bed rail holes, so there's limited mounting options. Taking this outside will give you an idea of how these will look in the end. They'll mount to the bed's front rail, which is easily removable. Tools needed for this portion of the install are a T30 Torx bit and drill, 3/16" drill bit, Phillips screwdriver, 3/8" wrench, T30 security Torx bit and screwdriver, 10mm socket and ratchet, and for the wiring you'll need wire strippers and crimpers, needle nose pliers, and some Deutsch plug crimpers. Let's go outside and get these installed. First, I needed to remove the BakFlip MX4 bed cover, which is easy. Just 2 hidden thumb nuts toward the cab, and lift away the cover, setting it aside. Now with the T30 Torx, remove the 5 bolts holding the square head tube to the bed. This will allow us to mount the brackets a bit easier for the video. I predetermined where I wanted the brackets, about 2.5 inches from the end of the rail, so I marked the position and the holes. With a 3/16" drill bit, drill through both sides of the square tube, keeping the drill straight up and down. Clean up any metal shavings, and pro tip, remove the end cap, some shavings were caught inside the tube. I ended up using number 10 2.5" stainless steel screws, washers, and lock nuts to secure the bracket. Once mounted, these screws will be unreachable and be under the cover and behind the bed. I mounted up a bolt and washer, then a washer and lock nut on each point. Tightening down with a Phillips screwdriver and a 3/8" wrench. That's it. Pretty easy. I took the headrail back outside and test fitted it. It's all good. I remounted the 5 Torx bolts, making sure not to over-tighten these. Just a couple of ugga-duggas each, don't judge me. I remounted the bed cover and everything fits perfect. These look nearly factory. Now for the wiring. I wasn't happy with the universal wiring harness and proprietary plugs, especially since I'm wiring up to an sPOD distribution box, so I decided to make my own harness. I picked up some 14-gauge 2-conductor wire. 30-foot was going to be plenty. A complete kit of JR Ready Deutsch 2-pin connectors, a prefab 2-to-1 adapter, and then finally some Deutsch pin crimpers. The most important part about making your own harness is keeping the polarity correct, red to red, black to black. I'll have a link above to my video on attaching a Deutsch connector. Once you do a couple of these, they're easy, and I'll be making all of my own harnesses from now on. But here's a quick 30-second how-to. Add some heat shrink and a rubber grommet. Strip the wire about 1/4 inch. Drop on the connectors with the stripe toward the wire and crimp down. Note your polarity and slot the plugs into the plastic housing. You'll hear them click. Insert the end cap, and you're all done. I ended up using 5 plugs in total, from the passenger light through the patch cord to the 2-in-1 adapter and the light to the Bantam X. Easy money. Mounting the lights is easy. I took some theft precautions, including using those security Torx bolts and some blued thread lock. I was able to add one of the stock lock washers to prevent removal as well. I started them by hand and then finished them down, keeping the light at a 90-degree angle, putting a good amount of torque on the bolts. Once the thread lock cures, these will be hard to remove. I also zip-tied the wiring down so it cannot be unplugged from up top. I routed the main cable up to the engine bay and connected the red to the positive and black to negative of switch number 2 on my Bantam X, but pulling the negative cable from the battery prior. A quick label to denote the rear lights, and we are done with this install. Inside on my sPOD touchscreen, I programmed switch 2 as my rear lights. They're all set. If you want to see the sPOD install video, it'll be in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Now, every time I hit the rear lights button, it's daylight behind my truck. Great for camping, lighting up dark areas, if in reverse, and for that pesky bright headlight guy behind you. But I would never do that. These few items from Steady Garage, JR Ready, and the blackout hardware from Bellmetric takes this install to the next level. But what are your thoughts? Have you installed chase lights on your Tacoma? Are you looking for the right LED light, bracket, or a how-to? Throw a comment on down below. As always, if you like the video, there's a button for that, and subscribe, it's free. Finally, my name is Rich. Thanks for watching.